Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing on this fine Thursday morning? The weather is cloudy, pretty muggy, but you know, can't really complain. Another beautiful day, as they say in paradise. Right, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the Euro 2016 is starting. I don't have much time really for sport. It's a bit of a distraction. Sometimes distractions are good. So to you guys that are out there in France or at home, just waiting for it to start on the television, I hope you get what you want. So everybody that's been travelling to France and the bit that seemed to be on the news today, or the propaganda machines working today, we got a defector from the Leave Euro to, I assume, meaning defective. She's gone to the other side. We got people apparently fearing for their safety going to France to watch the Euro 2016. Daesh, it's not ISIS anymore. It seems to be more Daesh. I don't really see the difference. They're both funded by the Americans, whether it be ISIS, Taliban, the boogeyman. It's just the next scare, tactic to get you guys to submit to their will. But today was another weird and wonderful day. I had a letter from the council informing me that, or not informing me, telling me that apparently I owe them a sum of money. But instead of, putting on this letter, this is why you owe this money, they just put in big, bold letters. You owe this amount of money. If you don't pay us this money, we're going to go and get the debt collectors. So I rung them, as you do, because I don't wish to have money, debted against, my slave name. Not that it really makes much of a difference, but, I don't wish to have it against my name. So you ring them for them to inform you that it was a bill or a debt that accumulated middle of last year. So over 6 months ago, if not a bit longer. So I asked her, could you send me a thing which outlines how much money I owe you, what the money actually is for, because, they always like, in Scotland, they have this thing where they say that council tax and water and waste are separate charges. Anybody that lives in Scotland, obviously, you guys know what I'm on about. But obviously, if you don't pay council tax, like I do, because it's not a requirement, if you guys knew what that money was going towards, you'd hopefully come to your senses and stop paying them as well. But in Scotland, they say that, water and waste are separate charges until they're chasing you for the money. And then they tell you that it's all the same. But, as far as I'm concerned, if you want me to pay council tax, you'd say council tax, X amount of money. Or water, X amount of money. Don't get me wrong. Some of you out there now are most probably, muttering to yourself, cursing my name, whatever, for the fact that, I'm a scrounger, this, that and the other. Why should I, or you, have to pay to live on this planet? We're the only fucking thing that does. It's money. It's all about money. You look outside, the beautiful trees outside, they didn't need money. They didn't need money to live here. You see the bunny rabbits and the squirrels and the animals, living out in the jungles and living out in the fields. They don't pay fucking money to live here. Yeah, I can understand on some level that you would pay X amount of money to maintain the house that you live in, but that should be your responsibility. Now, if you break something, you have to replace it. That's good. But I don't ask for you to build bombs. I don't ask for you to pave the fucking roads. I wear shoes. I buy shoes, which allows me to walk on pretty much any terrain as anybody else's shoes does. But, they're quite happy to pick and choose when, you owe them money. But when you ask them what that money is actually for, they start fucking stuttering. They don't want to answer your question. But these are just people. They are just doing what is the computer in front of them. I would go as far as saying that they are just following orders when they send these letters out, send the bailiffs out. They've got families, they've got mouths to feed, but so do I. So as much as they don't give a shit about individual cases, they're just doing their jobs or the way they see it, I don't care for them. You know, they're going to go home to their lovely houses, in their lovely cars, to their lovely families. You know, I'm not saying everybody's got rakes of fucking money, but at the end of the day, I try to live as most simply as I can. I don't expect anything from this world. I take what I want. You know, if I want fresh air, I go outside, I breathe it. If I want fresh food, I grow it. If I want fresh water, I'll go and get it. You know, there is no reason that these people need to supply services to me, then charge me for the fucking privilege. You know, because that's what it is. You know, it's like the police service. You know, they're there to protect you until you're walking down the road smoking a joint, minding your own fucking business. Then all of a sudden, you're fucking enemy number one. Have to save you from this fucking plant. You know, it seems stupid. The world is diabolical. And whilst we sit there and allow this to happen, it's going to carry on going. So myself, I'm making a stand. From now on, this is the way the world is. I will treat you and everybody else the same way the government treats us. Like fucking peasants. As usual, guys, peace and love. Vote out of vote out of the EU. You know it's the right decision. If not, we're all doomed. You're either doomed under the Tories or doomed under the European Union. Take control of your own lives. You are the master of your own destinies.